Can we talk about your food for a minute? Are you hungry? I'm hungry. I just had a lettuce wrap with some turkey and cheese and pickles. Primarily, that's my lunch every day because I'm trying not to be an obese idiot who will die at the hands of the globalists. But can we talk about your food for just a moment and what's being done to your food? Now, granted, while all this conversation is going on about politics and what's going on in the realm of politics, nobody's talking about what's going in your belly. Nobody's talking about what's going in your belly. And you need to see this and you need to hear this because it's very important that you understand what's being done behind the scenes that nobody's talking about. They just refuse to tell you.
You don't understand the underlying need or logic.
If a food source has a human vaccine in it, we would deem that a pharmaceutical in Tennessee to make sure that we don't overdose or underdose that food source.
I mean, how's this going to play out?
House Bill 1894 classifies any food that contains a vaccine or vaccine material as a drug under the Tennessee Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act. Defines vaccine or vaccine material as a substance intended for use in humans to stimulate the production of antibodies and provide immunity against disease. That is all.
Wait. So you trying to tell me, let me get this together. So you trying to tell me that when I go to the store to buy some lettuce, now you vegetarians, I want you to understand something. They're coming for your neck first. When I go to the store to buy some lettuce, I'm taking medicine? I didn't agree to take no medicine. I wanted some damn lettuce. I don't want no medicine. I want lettuce. I don't want to be injected with nothing. I just want to eat some damn lettuce. You understand what I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen? It's wild out here in these streets what these people are doing. And it's coming out of the think tanks. Remember, I told you about the big brain think tanks. Who thinks this is a great idea? And who decided we need to do this? As in, who's making that decision for your life?
Authorized or approved by the United States Food and Drug Administration. Mr. Chairman, I answer questions.
Can you give me an example of a food that's a vaccine?
You're right. Yes, sir. University of California, Riverside has already perfected the ability to put human vaccines into our lettuce right now. Also tomatoes has the ability to do that also for UC Berkeley. And then Big Tobacco, RJ Reynolds and stuff has perfected the ability to put a human vaccine into tobacco products.
So you're trying to tell me that when I smoke a cigarette, you vaccinating me? I don't smoke cigarettes, I smoke cigars, which is going to make me go back and do some research on the cigars that are being produced down in Nicaragua to see who's with who, because they don't have the stringent things that we have here in America. They just don't have it. And I'm seriously hoping that the cigar tobacco industry understands that, bro, the guys who support you do not support this. You will be talking about destroying your industry. You're already heavily regulated. You will destroy your industry because people will stop like that. But nonetheless, so we talking about lettuce, tomatoes, and tobacco. Lettuce, tomato, tobacco. And we know we got this thing going around that they've been trying to get off their feet. You know what I'm talking about. To get off the feet to start dealing with the cattle and the chickens. And notice how all that's went quiet and went silent recently. It went super silent. So, what do you think about the fact that they're trying to vaccinate you through your food? And it's proven. I mean, this is the Tennessee House of Representatives talking about it. Passing laws to... They should be passing a law against it. Shouldn't be any damn debate and conversation. Be like, nah, we're not having that. And see, this is what you got to understand. This is why you got to hold your politicians accountable. And if you're armed with this information, then you pick up the phone and you call, say, yo, Senator Holly, Senator this. Listen, bruh, I don't know what your problem is, but we ain't really with this putting stuff in our food that we don't agree with. And my expectation of you is that you don't allow this or you're getting voted out. Point blank period. You're getting voted out. And for those people who say, well, I don't vote, again, use a lizard person, because you come in agreement with the lizard people. That's no different than we fighting a war and there's an invading army coming on the shores, and you say, oh, I don't believe in violence, but they shooting everybody all around you. You could take out the general, but you don't believe in violence. Well, you might as well join their side then. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm going to keep it 100 with you. You might as well join their side and just take out your neighbors, because that's what you're doing. Putting stuff in our damn food and water. What's wrong with them? Now the lizard people are coming after rice. And I need you to understand, these people are after the food supply, because the food supply, if you control this food supply, you control the whole planet. And come to terms with it. This is why you need to be having your own hydroponic gardens and growing your own food. You can get like the hydroponic towers. They may cost you $200, or you can build them with PVC pipe and a plastic bucket and a water pump, and build your own hydroponic tower and grow your own food. Because it's getting to the point now where it's ridiculous.
What we have is an existential climate crisis. We've talked about methane. Methane from flaring is known, but rice paddy cultivation, waste management, and dairy husbandry can help you enormously with combating methane. Methane is 80 times more dangerous than carbon dioxide. It gets only 2% of climate financing today. We have a misalignment with what we need to focus on. We're talking about working with 15 countries and taking out 10 million tons of methane by focusing on rice paddy, on animal and dairy, and on waste management.
And for those of you who don't understand what he's saying, let me just break it down for you. As long as governments, federal governments, are on this climate change agenda, then they have to put money in their budgets for climate change. And so what this man is saying is that we want money from governments and financial institutions to get rid of rice and dairy. That's what he's saying. Remember, these are unelected people, individuals and corporations. So what they're doing is they're saying, we're going to take money from the coffers of governments, which is your tax dollars, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to allocate that money towards bringing you in the famine in order to save the planet. It's a money scheme. That's all it is to it. It's a money grab. The difference between this money grab and all the rest of the money grabs is this one is 10,000 times more destructive. So we all know, and we all can agree, that majority of the wars that we fight are over money. And it's a part of the military-industrial complex achieving profits. Okay, fine. But what happens when another group of people comes along and they say, well, no, you know, the money that's coming from war is not good enough. We want the money that comes from the existence of human beings on this planet. And that's what they're saying. And what really catches me aback is, normally groups of people, they fight for what's in their best interest. So in my opinion, the first person that people that should be fighting this particular agenda should be the military-industrial complex. They should be saying, hey, hold on. If you're going to starve everybody out and there's not going to be any food, there won't be any war, so therefore there won't be any need for missiles and this and this and this and this and this. So you just bankrupting us. And this is the problem with this system. It's a dog-eat-dog system, but they fool the other dogs into thinking we all on the same team. Ain't none of them on the same team. They all trying to destroy the world and make money, and in the process destroying each other. But who's guaranteed to be destroyed is you. You need to understand that. It's a guarantee that your life is going to be destroyed.